Hey yo, I am VictorÜ. I help provide insight to empower, and today I wanted to talk about uh, my mom and a trauma I developed in very early childhood. The story that I didn't know was living within me and playing out on a loop was that as a kid, my mom went on vacation with her sisters, and I had a very vivid and intense dream that she passed away on that vacation. And for maybe, I can't remember accurately at this point, 32, I was maybe like 4 or 5 at the time. Maybe like less than a week between when I had that dream and when she actually came back. I really believed and was shattered by the idea that she was dead. The reason that, what sparked this video, aside from all the trauma and healing work that I've been doing over the last few years and lifetime, was a meme or one of those motivational pictures or whatever. And it said, sometimes we don't want to let go of the past. Sometimes we don't want to let go of the pain of the past because it's the last link that we have to it, to what we lost. The pain I had and I was going through this just now with my guides, with my subconscious, with whatever you want to call it, was that it's not about, I was holding on to the pain of being upset, being very distraught that the woman I cherished and loved the most in the world was suddenly gone. There was the pain of that. And so that's what's been playing out over the last, since I've been, I don't know, sexually active or dating or whatever, whenever that part of us awakens. The pattern I've been playing out is that women are inherently and emotionally unavailable. That no matter what, my wants and needs will not be met, cannot be met. I cannot be seen or heard or loved by the women who I fall in love with. And in finding that original incident of my mom, having that dream of my mom passing away, that's what's been constantly playing out. Now, the reason I bring up that meme, let's say, of, I'm trying to remember the exact wording, the perfect wording, perfectionism. Yeah, sometimes we don't want to let go of the pain because it's the last link we have to what we lost. I've been so attached to that pain because it was the last thing, the last connection I had to my mom. And it's strange because in the years after that was when her mental health started to decline, pretty severely. And so she became unavailable and catatonic and just completely mentally and emotionally checked out throughout my childhood and adolescence. So that pattern would keep playing out. And so those are the types of partners that I would attract or become attracted to. But another thing that sparked this recording was a quote by Joseph Heller. Was it Joseph Heller? Maybe Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell. Every emotion fully felt is bliss. Every emotion fully felt is bliss. So when we think about the pain that arises as it relates to someone else, how you might be used to phrasing that is the pain somebody else causes. It's out in here. The pain around that original traumatic incident wasn't just pain, it was also like, when I feel it fully, it's the entirety of the love that I had for my mother. And I was suddenly not able to connect with her, to connect to her, to show, demonstrate, express that love, because she wasn't physically there. And so when I say every emotion fully felt is bliss, what I mean, and what's been illuminated for me today, is that it doesn't matter if that person's there or not. The love that you feel for them is yours to feel fully. So if you've lost someone, if you've broken up or been broken up with, and you feel all this pain, it can help to remember, one, that it may feel painful, but that's only to the extent that we resist feeling it fully. Just because a person isn't there doesn't mean we are not allowed to feel all the love that we felt for them. So I would invite you and encourage you, because it's very likely, I wish it didn't, but it's likely going to happen. It's likely going to happen again. Right? We connect with somebody, we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to allow ourselves to feel and be seen, and maybe it's by a friend, maybe it's by a lover, maybe it's by a family member. But we can't stay connected to somebody in that way all day, every day, 100% of the time. That's like trying to be happy all day, every day, all the time. There are too many emotions and experiences to be felt and lived to be in one emotional state all the time. Sadness, when we feel it fully, when we allow ourselves to feel it fully, is bliss. Anguish, grief, frustration is such a big one. Something that I'm learning about intensely, intimately. Right? Frustration only becomes worse when we feel like we're not allowed to feel it. That's even more frustrating. But love is deeper and grander when we allow ourselves to feel it fully. We may not want to, act on it to its full extent. I feel like, for me at least, that's been a way to push people away because they're not ready for that. Pace. Pace is the trick. It's a very good song by Interpol. It's my favorite band. But that's another part of it, and maybe another video for another day, is how to pace that out. Breathe. That's the trick. You gotta feel it to heal it. So feel it fully. I love you. Peace.